Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking all about sunscreens. Now sunscreen is a product you should be wearing every single day of the year. No matter if it's cloudy, rainy, sunny, sunscreen should be on your skin. And it's so important also to know which one is best for you. And there's a huge debate which one's better, physical or chemical, or even products that have both of those ingredients into the formulation. But at the end of the day, it's what is best for your skin type. And that's always my saying with any ingredients, any products, whatever you feel is best for you is the perfect product. But today we are going to go over the differences between chemical and physical sunscreens, and then I'm going to show you a couple of my favorites. So let's get started. Physical sunscreens are often called broad spectrum. So if you see broad spectrum on the bottle, you typically will know that is a physical SPF. Now what that also means is that as soon as you apply it, you're safe from UVA and UVB rays. Physical SPFs are my personal favorite because they're great for all skin types. They don't cause clogged pores, they're great for acneic skin, oily skin, rosacea prone skin. They don't cause that burning, tingling feeling that chemical SPFs typically do. When you're not doing physical sports or physical activity outdoors, physical sunscreens tend to last longer as well. Now with that being said, everybody should be reapplying every 2 hours. I know it's hard to do, but every 2 hours, if you are outside, you should be reapplying your sunscreen. So physical sunscreens contain active mineral ingredients. So basically, just like mineral makeup, they lay on top of the skin and are never absorbed. And when the rays come in, the titanium dioxide, the zinc oxides, or the other type of mineral compound reflect those rays back out so they aren't then damaging the skin. So a really important note to make about physical sunscreens is that you do have to apply the correct amount. If you do not apply physical sunscreens generously, then those molecules can be penetrated by UVA, UVB rays. So always make sure you're using the proper amount of sunscreen when using a physical SPF. Chemical sunscreens are carbon-based, and how they work in the skin is that when the rays come in, a chemical reaction happens, and then UV rays are then turned into heat and expelled. So that's what makes chemical sunscreens not so great for heat-sensitive people, people with rosacea, because it can kind of trigger those issues. They're also not great for people that are prone to pigmentation, because pigmentation is also caused by heat. So make sure you remember that if you are a easily pigmented person, then I would definitely stick with a physical sunscreen. Chemical sunscreens are typically thinner, so they are great before makeup. They apply a lot easier, less rubbing and tugging, as with physical sunscreens they are thicker and you do have to use more. A lot of chemical sunscreens have added ingredients that make them really great. For people who kind of want more for their sunscreen, they have the peptides and the enzymes, so they can typically mix well with other anti-aging ingredients. One thing to remember about chemical sunscreens is that you do tend to have to wait 10 to 15 minutes after you apply them before you go outside to actually be safe from the sun. They do have to be absorbed into the skin before they provide you protection. Now let's go ahead and talk about different sunscreen options. And what I do like to mention first is that every single one I'm going to talk about is spectacular under makeup. So no matter which one you choose, physical, chemical, or a mix of both, they're all going to be fantastic under makeup. So make sure you are applying. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the Elite Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 30. SPF 30 is perfect if you are just getting a product to wear every day. This is fantastic under makeup. The true physical SPF, it is zinc oxide 17, and if you haven't heard me talk about it before, my favorite sunscreens are zinc base. Zinc is phenomenal for the skin, especially great for people who are acneic and rosacea prone. So when you are looking for an SPF, whether it be some of these or others, make sure if you are a sensitive skin person, you are looking for a product high in zinc and a physical sunscreen. So what I really love about this formula is that they were actually able to infuse this product with vitamins A, C, and E. So not only are you being protected from the sun, but such great antioxidants as well. This also has CoQ10, so this is such a wonderful product if you are looking for a basic SPF that you can use every single day. I highly recommend the Elite Sunscreen SPF 30. The next SPF we're going to talk about is the Osmosis Protect Ultra Sheer SPF 30. Just like it says, it's very sheer. It goes on nice and thin. It feels really nice going on. It's perfect for sensitive skin as well. It is a zinc oxide, 13%, and it is a little guy, but it's nice to just carry in your purse for touch-ups. You know, go out throughout the day if you're at the beach, if you just plan on being outside. You can easily throw this one in your bag and keep it with you at all times. I really like this one. It's great for sensitive skin. It's great for mature skin, great for every skin. So this is such a great option if you need a product that's little, it can go with you everywhere, and something that if you don't always wear makeup, this is a great product to reapply with. The next 3 products that I'm going to talk about are actually both physical and chemical sunscreens. So they both have mineral oxides as well as chemical ingredients. So the first one I'm going to talk about is no stranger to you guys. It's the Neova DNA Damage Control Silk Sheer SPF. And it's super dirty because this one stays in my makeup bag, but I absolutely love this product. Even though it is also a chemical sunscreen, I have never had any issues with it with my sensitive skin, so it's a really nice option for people with sensitive skin that want more of a chemical barrier. And this one also is fantastic as a primer, just like the first one I mentioned. And this has a tint to it. It reminds me a lot of the Elta MD or the Revisions IntelliShade. It goes on with a tint, but if you rub it, I think my screen's going blurry. If you rub it, it just rubs right down to your natural skin tone, but it just kind of evens everything out. So it's a great option to wear really if you are going outside, but you still kind of want to look nice, have some coverage of some kind. It's a really great option. This also has, again, your zinc oxide, your titanium dioxide, and with both of the Neova sunscreens, I absolutely love these formulas. They were awarded a Nobel Prize for their science. They not only protect, but they actually treat your skin. If you are somebody with pigment or pigment-prone skin, I highly recommend a Neova sunscreen because they not only protect, but they treat while you're wearing it. And how they do that is that they have a DNA corrective enzyme in the formulation, so no other sunscreen has this on the market. This also has lots of antioxidants and sodium hyaluronate, so it's really wonderful for dry skin, mature skin as well. So this is a fantastic SPF. I've talked about it before, so I won't go into too much more detail, but really great. So the next sunscreen we're going to talk about is both a physical and chemical SPF. It is an SPF 44 and it's the Neova DNA Damage Control Everyday for the face. It's a fantastic SPF. It's perfect for somebody who doesn't want that tint, but they still want the DNA correction because it does have that Nobel Prize ingredient, the DNA repair enzymes. It also has antioxidants and it is phenomenal at protecting from the sun. So it's really great at protecting you from the UVA and UVB rays. So this is just a really great all-around wonderful sunscreen for somebody that wants a sunscreen that does a little bit more but does not do as much as prime the skin for makeup. So this one is clear, this one is tinted. So the last SPF I'm going to talk about is really a wonderful SPF. I just started using it and I really like this a lot. It's the Centrex Vitamin C Antioxidant Sunscreen. This is your zinc oxide 7% and your octinoxate 7.5. So your zinc oxide is your physical ingredient SPF. And is also water resistant for up to 80 minutes, which I really like since it does have that component of being a physical sunscreen as well, because as we know, physical sunscreens tend to not do so well once you get wet or are sweating. So this is really nice for somebody who plans on going swimming or working out in the yard and sweating. Just like the Elite SPF that I mentioned earlier, this also has your antioxidants, your CoQ10, your vitamins A, C, and E, and green tea. So you are getting so much wonderful ingredients, anti-aging ingredients, and sun protection with this sunscreen. This is a perfect SPF to pick up. And none of these do, I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, None of these are going to leave that like chalky white residue on your face. So now that we've gone over some of my favorite SPFs, I do want to remind everybody that if your makeup has SPF in it, that does not mean you don't need to wear SPF. I think the worst kept secret is that makeup with SPF isn't protecting you. So please make sure you are still investing in a good SPF and not just relying on makeup alone. I hope you guys love this video. I will make sure to link all of the products mentioned below. As always, if you have any questions, please reach out. I love hearing from you guys. You can email me, text me, message below. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys on my next video coming soon. See you then.